Hey guys, Lost on a Pluto with a quick new thing. Just FYI, I'm going to suspend the Let's Plays for now. I've also decided not to do a Legacy of Discord Let's Play, as it appears that about every 3 missions you basically have to download a file basically the size of the game itself. So yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm just not dealing with that. Anyway, so as you can probably tell from the title, I'm going to be reviewing some various video game controllers from my collection, and I might even borrow some from friends' stuff, just so I can show those off. So first, we have the NES controller. This is not original, unfortunately. I don't have an original, but this will suffice, I guess. This is a Hyperkin NES controller built for the Retron 2, which plays NES and SNES games. Yeah. Simple. Works for its intended purpose. And this, yeah. It could go for some smoother edges. Like, you kind of have to find that right way to hold it. That is, yeah, it's kind of hard to find a comfortable position with these sharp corners and everything. You kind of gotta do that or something. It just doesn't. It's not good to hold for a long period of time. So yeah, overall simple but a little uncomfortable. Next, we have an SNES controller. This one is actually as original as I could find. I do have a Hyperkin version for that of this as well, but I've chosen to show off this version. It is likely a recreation, as there doesn't seem to be any sort of Nintendo labeling or anything on it. It just, yeah, there's no etching, no stickers, nothing, just solid plastic. Wait, let me see. Yep, the the end doesn't have that either. Overall, a great step up from the NES controller, much more streamlined, adds the shoulder buttons, which come in very handy. The buttons are much smoother. I actually didn't notice this until recently. A and B stick out a little bit, and X and Y dip in a little bit at their tops. And that actually helps with the way I like to play, like Super Mario World and stuff, where the tip of my thumb goes into Y so I can sprint, and I can just quickly tap down on B to jump. So yeah, great step up. Probably third best controller in Nintendo's lineup. Finally, we have the N64 controller. A decent step up from the SNES controller, although not as good. A lot of people complain about the 3-arm design. I personally like it. It's not like, I don't think any games, except for maybe some really bad rip-offs and stuff, were ever designed with using all 3 arms at once. And even if there were, it's really not that hard to use all 3 arms. I mean, I guess if you were a younger kid and had smaller hands, maybe, but it's really not that difficult. Introduced the analog stick, which has basically defined gaming from that point onward, although I think the PS4 had the analog stick before, but for Nintendo, it really revolutionized how their games controlled. I mean, imagine playing Ocarina of Time with a D-pad. That would kind of suck. Did I say PS4? If I did, I meant PS1, sorry. Unfortunately, got rid of the X and Y buttons, which I personally like. Introduced Z, which is basically evolved into the into the trigger buttons that we have on most controllers nowadays. Also introduced the C pad, which would eventually evolve into the right stick. And yeah, that is basically the N64 controller. Yeah, I personally like the three-arm design. Uh, one thing I do like is the game pack port. I use it all the time to play Pokemon Red. I use it to use the Rumble pack when I'm playing Ocarina of Time. It just works. I kind of wish the memory card didn't have to go down there. I kind of wish there was a slot on the console for that, but I can live with it. So I'd say about my fourth favorite of Nintendo's. So yeah, thanks for watching.